All right, welcome to Timeline Releasing Fear. My favorite one, of course, is releasing fear. So go ahead and let your unconscious mind just ignite any fear that you have. And remember that fear is also anxiety, panic, feeling paralyzed, frozen, having a sense of apprehension, worry, uneasiness, defensiveness, feeling distrustful, threatened, timid, trapped, insecure, dread, suspicious, tense, shy, scared, or cautious. And as the music starts, just go ahead and close your eyes, take a deep breath in and relax. And as you do, just go ahead and ask your unconscious mind to bring all the fear up that it would like to clear up today. Just go ahead and say, hey, unconscious mind, let's clear up all the fear that we have around this goal or moving forward in my life. And just go ahead and ask your unconscious mind, what's the very first event, the root event, which when disconnected will allow me to let go of all the fear on all the events in my life all the way back towards now. And just go ahead and float right up above now and turn and look towards the past. And as you ask your unconscious mind one more time, what's the very first event, the root event, when it's disconnected will allow me to let go of all the fear in my life? Ask your unconscious mind, was it before, during, or after your birth? If it was after, how old were you? If it was in the womb, of course, what month? And just notice what number comes to your mind now. Or was it something that was passed down to you genealogically or in a past life? And if it was one of those, just notice which number comes into your mind right about now. Or just notice the event, the very first event. And thanking your unconscious mind for that, just go ahead and looking towards the past, remember that however you do your timeline is perfect for you, like sounds floating on the wind, feelings like floating in a bathtub, or visually, however you do it is perfect. And looking through your own eyes, just go ahead and float all the way back. Just go ahead and float all the way back. All the way back. Asking your unconscious mind to make sure that you're going all the way back to that very first event, the root event, which when disconnected will allow you to let go of all of the fear in your life. And just notice as you go all the way back when you're right above the event, looking down on the event. And as you're looking down on the event, just go ahead and ask your unconscious mind, what is there to learn from that? What is there to learn from that so I can just let that emotion go today easily and effortlessly? And notice as it comes to you consciously or unconsciously. Now. And then just go ahead and float back before that event ever happened. Float back before that event ever happened and turn around and look towards now, floating higher and farther back, higher and farther back. And just notice as you take a deep breath in and relax. Learning what there was to learn from that, the learning of it will allow you to let go of those emotions easily and effortlessly. Just notice as the fear disappears. And as it disappears or not, just go ahead and ask your unconscious mind one last time, what is there to learn from this? The learning of which will allow me to let go of that fear easily and effortlessly. And notice as those learnings come to you consciously or unconsciously, and just tell your unconscious mind to preserve the learnings now. And looking through your own eyes, just go ahead and float right down into that event. Float down into that event with those new learnings. And go ahead and ask yourself, where's that emotion now? Is it there or has it disappeared? Now. And if you notice it's disappeared, go ahead and thank your unconscious mind and float up higher and farther back, higher and farther back. And if it didn't disappear, just go ahead and ask your unconscious mind one more time, what is there to learn from that? The learning of it will allow you just to let go of those emotions easily and effortlessly. Because remember, negative emotions don't keep us whole and healed and complete. So wouldn't it be better just to let those negative emotions go now? Finding new, more empowering ways of being, doing, having. Just go ahead and lock those new learnings in place, consciously or unconsciously. And if you need to, go ahead and float down into that event one more time and notice where are the old emotions. Are they there? Have they disappeared? No. Thanking your unconscious mind, just go ahead and float higher and farther back. Higher and farther back, having let that go. Higher and farther back. And just imagine this time an infinite source of love, healing energy coming in through the top of your head and floating all the way down into your body. And let it fill you up, all the way up through your legs, your abdomen, your shoulders, your chest. Let it flow all the way down your arms and up through your neck, up through the top of your head. And go ahead and channel that infinite source of love, healing energy through your heart or your third eye, right down into that event, the very first event. And go ahead and channel it all the way back towards now, until everything and everyone in your timeline from that very first event all the way back towards now is whole and healed and complete. And notice as it flows all the way out in your future, creating a brighter and brighter future. Continue to channel that infinite source of love, healing energy in through the top of your head, out through your heart, down into that event, and all the way back through your timeline to the very future end of your timeline. And then notice that thinnest shell encompassing that infinite source of love, healing energy, and notice as that becomes your body, the lightest shell of your body. And coming back along your timeline towards now, just with each subsequent event, just preserve the learnings and let go as you come all the way back towards now. Just come all the way back towards now, preserve the learnings and let go as you come all the way back towards now. And just notice when you're back above now. And whenever you're ready, just go ahead and float right back down into now. And only open up your eyes when you're ready to have a full conscious and unconscious integration of having let those old emotions go today. And of course, thank your unconscious mind. Whenever you're ready, just go ahead and open your eyes, take a deep breath in. And exhale. And go ahead and come back into the room. Seeing things a little lighter, a little brighter,